Now let's understand how to interpret a decision tree classifier. Now this is a slightly different problem, and the data set that we use for this problem is shown here. What basically we are doing is we have four different inputs, that is the outlook, the weather outlook, temperature, humidity, and windy data. Based on these different factors, we need to predict if the given person or given team is going to play tennis or not. And historically, we have seen these events. So, on a sunny day, when the temperature is hot, high humidity, and it's not windy, we are not going to play tennis. Whereas on an overcast day, hot temperature, high humidity, and no windiness, you can play tennis. So, with this historical information, we want to build a decision tree classifier that is going to tell us, given a certain input, whether a given team is going to play tennis or not. We want to go from this to this. So on building a decision tree classifier, here in this case, the decision tree classifier, you want to predict play tennis or not as a function of outlook plus temperature plus humidity plus windiness. Based on this, you want to build your classifier. On building this, you will get a decision tree. The machine learning model in this case is the decision tree itself. This is the machine learning model. So using this, given an input, you will be able to predict if the person is going to play or not. So the final nodes, the terminal nodes of this decision tree will always have one of these values, either yes or no, right? That will help us make the decision. Now, how to read this? Say given a data point, say it's rainy, mild temperature, humidity is high, and windy is true, right? Now, with this information, you start from the beginning of the tree. So now check what is the outlook. If the outlook is rainy, in this case, it's rainy over here. We travel down this path. So it's rainy. Next, we check the wind. What is the wind situation? It's true. It's windy. If it is windy, so this case, if it is windy, we are just saying that we are not going to be playing tennis. And that, in fact, is the actual output also here. Let's do one more. Let's take this particular data point. The outlook is sunny. We travel down this path. Next, we check the humidity. Humidity is high. So we travel down this path. So we are not going to be playing. So basically, a decision tree is a bunch of rules, a hierarchical bunch of rules that are stacked one after the other. And we call the endpoints as the terminal nodes. The starting point is the root. The endpoint can be either a terminal node or it's also called as a leaf. Root, leaf, and these are the intermediate guys. These are all the branches. So that's how we interpret a typical decision tree. Very straightforward.